So we're gonna get to the mystery behind this library heist, right?
Yeah, this is Dead to Rights by Namco. That's correct.
TM.
Okay, no, to tell the truth, I have no idea what the library scene has to do with anything in this entire game.
Does it involve gold?
But I can tell you this game is gold. No, it involves ass, like it says in the upper right.
When you've got the likes of Andy Beal, Danny Burball, Jed Adams, it is gold, this whole game.
There's one thing to note, by the way, this is not a Japanese video game, even though it's Namco. This was done by Namco Home Tech, makers of this, and I don't really know what else.
I think this newspaper's a little bit behind the times. I'm pretty sure gold was discovered hundreds of years ago.
Apparently so were these, like, high-tech guns. I can't even tell what kind of gun that is.
Are the guns made out of gold?
I would assume so.
We know golden guns kill people in one hit, no matter where you shoot them.
Can I just point out, I want you to remember through the course of this Let's Play, 11 people did the level design. All I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know anything about this game, so I'm just gonna take your word for it there.
That's true. I'm actually a big Dead to Rights fan. This is going to be sort of an apologist thing where I tried to defend it as actually a pretty good game. No, it is. It's fun.
Well, they only had one writer. Maybe that was the problem.
Well, they had one writer, two people from the story, and then one script adaptation.
So these two assholes come up with the story and they give it to one, poor guy's like, hey, write this.
Yeah, I guess that's script adaptation. Like, the two guys are at the bar drunk talking, like, you better be writing this down.
The library heist is gonna tip the scales, dude.
Old newspapers. I want to see more old newspapers.
Who are we gonna get to write it? I guess the credits budget ran out.
Grant City. Hardest place on Earth. People aren't born here. They're forged out of broken bones and blood money. Fortunes are lost and found on a daily basis. And if you're not one of the lucky finders, you're probably dead. That's not to say there's no justice here. It's just hard to reach sometimes, under layers of crime and corruption that stretch between the gutter and the glamour. It was another gray autumn. The leaves were changing from go green to caution yellow. Pretty soon they'd be danger red, then dead brown.
All cars. Gunshots reported in the vicinity of Chinatown subway construction site.
This is Slate. I'm on it.
Jack really doesn't like construction.
I'm gonna need a few hours to dissect all those metaphors he was saying.
Oh, you mean that, like, really awkward traffic light one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't enough visual representation.
I like how they keep cutting to the traffic light. This is what we're trying to say.
Get the hell out of here! Shadow, go!
Dead to Rights has a lot of gimmicks.
Attaboy.
That's the first one. Your dog Shadow, who insta-kills people and gives you fetches their guns for you, which is nice.
Why do you need a gun when you have a dog that one hit kills everybody?
The dog needs to rest for 30 seconds, is the idea.
Oh, yes, of course.
So there's a lot of waiting involved if you just stick with the dog.
30 whole seconds, that's...
Drop it!
Oh. Alright, you got me.
That was a short game. Holy shit.
That particular move is called a disarm. There's about 15 of them in a game.
You did a lot more than disarm him, you disheaded him, too.
So, here's a bullet time dive borrowed from another game that I can't think of.
What's that?
I don't know. It doesn't quite work because you're still in real time while everything else is slowed down, so you can do ridiculous things in the bullet dive, like unload an entire shotgun and switch weapons, and I'm not exaggerating
I
that.
got more company. The container will make good cover.
This is wall mode. You can't move faster than that. That's auto-targeting. You don't need to aim or anything. This game is real easy like that.
So is this game difficult on any level?
Truthfully, it is actually an extremely hard game, I'm not joking.
Really?
The first level is really easy.
Propane. I can use this to take out a group of them.
Note 2, the tutorial's telling you this and the character. Dead to Rights does not think much of you.
Well, I guess it could be worse. I mean, the enemies could be telling that to
My
you.
way across.
If you throw this canister at us, it will kill us all.
I sure hope you don't shoot it in the middle of us.
Are they keeping their collection of oily rags on that thing? What was that?
That was a tower. I don't know. It was another propane tank. There's a lot of propane in this game.
The propane tower.
Yeah, level 1 is not a good indicator of the rest of the game because it's short and all the other levels are really long.
Not the most subtle way to get across, but hey.
Was that supposed to be a quirky one-liner there? What's
I
that?
know, he couldn't even finish that.
If I can hotwire this truck, I can use it to blast through that fence.
Keep in mind that nothing tells you why you're blasting through the fence. Dead to Rights is also full of these mini games that are actually kind of fun, with one major exception we'll be seeing in the next video.
How does this work exactly, then?
The idea is you're supposed to hit A when they get in the right cylinder to pick the lock.
Oh.
Usually you're timed or there's some gimmick to it, but here it's just like, this is lock picking.
Can't you have your dog do it for you?
Yes.
Cool. One-hit lockpicking.
I don't know why we did this, to be honest.
Everything your guy comes in touch with explodes. Or dies.
Now he just runs up to you and...
Stop, please!
This doesn't look like a union meeting.
So this is a little indicator of why Dead to Rights is hard. They make up for the auto-aim with, like, just a ridiculous amount of people.
Why does your human shield have a life meter? If he's dead, does that mean he can't shield you from bullets anymore?
No, he's still alive. He's walking with you.
Oh, come on, that was just mean.
You boys should take up your grievance with City Hall.
What an asshole.
Jeez. Are you sure you're the good guy in this game? Like you're not just invading some construction site where people are just trying to have some beers, build some stuff at night?
See, the controlling shadows section is how you trick people into thinking it's a multiplayer game.
Shadow, go see what you can do.
Like, you hand the control to your little brother, it's like, you get to play Shadow. And they think it's like a ninja or something, but it's just a dog. The greatest dog ever. And then the game takes over here.
Attaboy.
Like, they're like, we can't trust him to push that drum.
So that wasn't even controlled at all?
No. Once you go through the second pipe.
This game is so patronizing.
I know. There's bullet time.
That didn't even seem necessary. Can you bullet time your way into the porta potty and take a dump?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I want to see that. Unload an entire clip.
I'm shocked Jack didn't say there, I can use this gate key on the gate lock. Let's just stand still and admire at how badass we are. Also head in the wrong direction for no reason. Sorry about that.
Die!
With all the lead flying around, I gotta stay low and use my cover.
This game is amazing.
That's the guy!
So, yeah, you know, much like any sort of third-person shooter, shotguns are better for long, short range, and things just end when you kill the last guy.
My favorite character. Whoa, did Shadow do that? Dog is badass.
Shadow, not all the construction workers.
Slate, I have a gunshot victim. No pulse. I need an ambulance immediately.
Roger that. We'll notify Hope General. Any ID?
Victim's name is Slate. Frank Slate. He's my dad.
Sorry, Jack.
I'd seen 100 bodies sprawled ugly in dark alleys and bright living rooms. But this one was different. This was my dad. The guy who looked me in the eye one day and told me he was innocent of the bad things he'd been accused of. And I believed him. because he'd never lie to me. And now he was dead. Somebody had to pay.
What are you still doing here, Slate? We got this scene covered.
I want this case.
The hell you do. Go home and get some sleep. We'll keep you posted.
Looks like he was trying to write something in the cement.
I'm serious, Slate. Go home.
Forget it. Somebody shot my dad tonight, and I'm gonna find out who.
You know your old man only had one enemy.
Augie Blatz.
But you might want to be careful with those kind of accusations. Blatz owns a whole team of lawyers.
Yeah, and thugs.
Don't do anything stupid, Slate.
Justice may not be smart, but it should be honest. I was about to do something real stupid.
See, like, he can just turn that badassness on and off like a fucking garden hose. Like, he'll do, like, some awesome disarm and be like, I'm about to be a fucking idiot.
This looks like a very promising game.
My favorite is when he kills those guys and he has that quip, like, why don't you take up your grievances with City Hall? Like, they're all dead. Maybe that's, like, his trick. Like, one of them was faking was, like, and he shoots him.
Maybe one of them lurking in the shadows is, about to shoot him, then he hears the City Hall quip and he's like, he has a point.
I'm gonna write to the mayor right now.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter condemning this man.
Jack Slate is the worst police officer I have ever seen.
Completely irresponsible. He has a dog do most of the work for him.